to start with your community, and law enforcement's got to be legitimate. You've got to be respectful of your community. You've got to work with the community to how do they want to be policed? How can we make them feel safe? Not what we think makes them feel safe, but how do they feel safe? Once we get that relationship with the community, we need to develop our community trust with each other, with other agencies, law enforcement, police, fire, EMS, and figure out how we all work together in the middle of a crisis. There's a limited amount of resources, there's always a limited amount of budgets, but we all can do things to help each other out, especially we're a very effective force when we come together as a force multiplier, when everyone's working together in the same mission, same place, going in the same direction. You need to prepare and train before any incident. You need to think about any possible or potential thing that could happen to your community and have plans in place. It's not the plan itself, it's the planning process and having a team who can then look at the new situation that's presented itself, go off their old plans, take the good with the bad, and develop new plans. So being prepared and for multiple disciplines. It's not just the police need to be prepared, not just fire needs to be prepared, not just the medical services need to be prepared. They need to all be prepared to work together, because in a large-scale incident like a bombing or a hurricane or a tornado, earthquake, everyone's going to have to work together, and they should train the way they're going to fight. You should prepare and train the way you're going to actually do it when the event occurs, not pretend. You need to test your systems, make sure your equipment actually works. If it doesn't, go get new equipment, go get new training, and fill in those gaps that you have. Well, it was having proper training and plans in place. It was officers who took initiative and went forward. It was the engagement of social media to get the involvement of our community, who helped send us video and photographs of the subjects. It was the utilization of technology that law enforcement could come together with multiple agencies, with large jurisdictions. We communicated to each other, got information to each other, and used technology to better our investigation going forward. It was knowing each other before the incident. It was working, coordinating, and not just exchanging business cards. It's sitting down and breaking bread and figuring out how we can help each other in crisis, building trust so that when someone walks into the command center, they immediately can jump into the position and right onto the team. That doesn't have to be an exchange of who are you, what are you here for, what's your motivation. So knowing each other beforehand and utilizing all of the tools at hand was instrumental. Well, we looked at where our mistakes were, what we could have done better, and what we can do more intensely. And we're always looking to, a lot of that's deploying more technology, more cameras, more systems, more atmospheric monitoring. We look to get better exchange of information between our intelligence and our investigative agencies, making sure that individuals who might seek harm, if we see them engaging in activity, they're doing types of acts that are concerning, they come on our radar screen, we need to fully investigate them and make sure that they're not a threat. And if they are a threat, we put a case against them and take them off the streets. We had an amazing interoperable radio system so that police, fire, EMS, state, federal, and local were all talking to each other from different communities, all with the same problem, with the flip of a switch. So being able to communicate information, being able to get photographs and video of the suspect. We had pictures of him at a convenience store. We knew what he was wearing for clothes. He was now on the run. Very quickly, I had that picture on my iPhone, and we got that out through social media and through our own internal systems to every frontline officer and every resident of our community. So the entire city was on the lookout for who the bad guy was, what he was wearing, and had a million eyes engaged in the hunt for us because we utilized technology to do so. Train, train, train. Plan, 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 prepare, 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 and do it again. You can never stop the process. You're never ready. You always have to make sure that you're going to the next level, investing, looking for that next technology that can help you do your job better. You need to be building partnerships with other agencies and building trust in partnerships with the community. The community is key to this. It's something we couldn't have done. We couldn't have shut down a city without our community's trust and their respect for us and their involvement in our hunt for the terrorists. I think the fact that this conference is going on, where people are taking on these challenges, bringing people with different opinions, different experiences, different thoughts, ideas, different technology, this is the solution. Getting people to get together to come up with whatever is going on, best practice right now, and figuring out best practice, next month, next year, next decade. That's how we will face our challenges going